6 best life lessons of a digital marketer. Hey guys, JR Fisher here. I guess I'm a digital marketer. I've been doing this for 12 years now, almost 13 years, and I've made my living online that whole time solely from my businesses, and we've sold millions of dollars of both digital and physical products. So one day I sat down and I thought, what have I learned? What have I learned about digital marketing that's going to help somebody else? And what I did is I put those 6 life lessons into this video. So you're going to want to watch it to the very end. If you want to make money online and you want to be successful online, I think these things could really help you out. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each. That thing's still ringing. Yeah, so don't forget to ring the bell so that you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a new video. All right, let's get right into this. What have I learned? What have I figured out? I figured out, number one, you don't have to love it. Okay, you don't have to love it. There are parts of digital marketing that I don't particularly like, but I got to do it on a daily basis. And I think a lot of people think, well, my gosh, if I don't love something and I don't love it all the time, then it's not for me. Life ain't about that. Okay, life ain't about that. What I do love is the results that I get and the satisfaction I get once I've gone through some difficult things and started marketing online, came up with a sales letter, come up with a sales page, did an email sequence. It can be very difficult. It can be a lot of work, but what I do love is the result of that. Did I get sales out of that? Did I change some people's lives? Did I help some people out? That's the part that I really do love. So keep in mind, you don't have to love the process all the time to be a great digital marketer. Number 2, shortcuts don't exist. Shortcuts don't exist. I have people come to me and say, just tell me the product that I need to sell. Just tell me how I need to sell that product. Just give me the ad that I need to use to get results. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way, because I sell survival food. Here's a URL of our website. Okay, I also sell courses. I sell all kinds of different things, and there are people who work online that don't sell any of those things, but they're still successful because they have a different product and it works for them. So there are no shortcuts to this, guys. And I know a lot of you say, well, I just want to hire the person that can do my ads. I want to hire the person that can build my website. I want to hire the person that can do the SEO, and I want to be successful. You can't hire your way to success. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see in the beginning, is people will have some money and they say, well, I'm just going to put it out there and I'm going to hire all these people to do all these things and I'm going to get rich. It doesn't work that way. You have to learn these things. Now, this channel at the time of this recording has over 1,300 videos. There's a lot of knowledge here, guys. You can go through these videos and learn a lot of stuff, but there's no shortcuts. You can't hire your way to success. It doesn't work that way. You've got to learn this stuff. So please keep in mind, when you're resistant and you say, well, I don't want to learn SEO and I don't want to learn how to do ads, and I'm not saying that you can't hire somebody on down the road, but you can't manage what you don't know. So you've got to learn this stuff first. There's no shortcuts. Number 3, people don't change, but technology does. Okay, so there's basic principles to selling stuff. Okay, there's the brand, there's the honesty, there's the, you know, erasing of fears for, you know, let's say refunds or guarantees or any of that stuff. But you got to stay on top of technology. Okay, there's different softwares that will help you do all these things, but you've got to know basic principles of human beings. You know, I write scripts for my wife's business. She does dog training and she has a podcast, and I'll put her link right here so you can see that. You want to check that out. Pet Parent Reset, really good program, really good podcast if you have animals. But the point is, I understand the minds of human beings. I've been in sales my entire adult life. I've always sold something, and I can bring that over to selling online. And keep in mind, sales is a learned skill. It's not a given skill. I didn't pop out of the womb and be able to sell stuff. I had to learn what people like, what they don't like, what motivates them, what doesn't motivate them. I had to learn that stuff. So you can learn it too. Keep in mind, all this stuff you can learn. But the point is, I couple that with technology. I stay on top of technology. I have, you know, the latest softwares. I do all the updates. I do all that stuff. That's important too. But this was a life lesson that I think a lot of people who fail online don't get yet. People don't change, but technology does. Number 4, work smart, not hard. Now, I'll give you an example of this. I have a software called Kartra. I'll put the link right here. You can get it for $1 below in the description. And it automates a lot of my work. Okay, so it'll send out an email and offer somebody something, and if they don't buy it, maybe a day or two later it'll send another email, and if they don't buy it, it'll send another email, and it'll do this sequence of emails. This is cool because sometimes people take a few asks. Okay, most people are required to be asked 5 times before they buy something. So I send out the sequence of emails. But the other thing it also does is during this sequence, if they buy that product that I'm trying to offer to them, it doesn't send the rest of the emails. It knows that they bought it and it stops sending the emails. Now that's pretty smart. Now what if I had to write an email every few days and send it out to different people? That would be a pain in the butt, but I use this software because it automates that. Now it puts them in this ecosystem, so once they sign up at one of my websites for whatever the product is, it tags them, you know, as a new customer, and it starts to send them all these different sequences for all these different things, so that I'm constantly sending out emails, but it's all automated. Are you automating what your tasks are? I also have another software called Hootsuite, and I can put in any social media post I want and it sends it out to all the different social media areas that I'm hooked into, and it's all automated. Okay, are you doing that? Okay, my order system is also automated, where I have like dealers who sell our products put in orders and they automatically go to the warehouse and they automatically go out, and we don't have to do any work. We can be anywhere in the world. Are you automating? Okay, if you try to do all this stuff and you go, I'm just going to work myself to death and I'm going to figure out all this stuff and I'm going to do it all, you're missing the point. The point is you've got to automate some of these things. Number 5, go the extra mile and make a difference. Now what do I mean by this? I don't mean what I just said, working yourself to death. That's not what I mean. I mean make your stuff great. And this means in business, and this also means personally. I always, you know, tell myself when I enter a room, whether I go into a hotel or whether I go into a restaurant or whether I'm out in the woods somewhere, I'm going to leave that area as good as it was when I got there, but probably better. Okay, probably better. So if I'm in a restaurant and you know there's a mess on the table or whatever, I'm probably going to throw away this stuff and I'm going to straighten stuff up a little bit. As silly as that sounds, it makes me feel good internally. Okay, if I see a piece of trash outside, I'm probably going to pick it up and throw it away. If you have a business online and you're selling stuff online, what can you do to make that experience better for your customers than anybody else? What can you do to make it easier for them to check out? What can you do to make it make more sense, make it simpler for them? Go the extra mile. What can you do to make your website prettier? What can you do to make the labels on your products prettier? What can you do to make things better? Your courses, maybe you're selling a course. What can you do to offer more to the customer than everybody else is? That's what I mean by going the extra mile and making a difference. You should do this in every aspect of your life, and if nothing else, it's going to make you feel a lot better about yourself. Number 6, BS is king. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's really easy, like this channel here, I'm trying to teach you how to, you know, start, run and grow online businesses, but it's really easy for a guy or a girl to start a channel and say, I'm an expert on online sales, you need to buy my course. But the problem with this, it's very shallow. Okay, it's very easy to figure out these people. You know, first off, if they tell you if you just buy their product you're going to get rich online, that's a key right there. Okay, and I had somebody buy one of my courses the other day and they said, my God, I'm gonna make so much money, I just bought one of your courses. I'm like, that doesn't guarantee you money. All that does, it gives you the information that you need to make money online, but you've got to put forth the effort. So BS out there is very prevalent. You're going to see people saying they're gurus. You're going to see people saying they know all this stuff about advertising, SEO, making money online, all this stuff. But if you look deeper, are they really doing that? Do they do that for a living? Now I have this channel where I do videos and I explain to you guys how you can start, run and grow online businesses. But if you look deeper, you'll find that I own Survival Cave Food, which is right here. Okay, and Survival Cave Food has been around for over a decade. We sell stuff online every single day. So what I'm teaching you is stuff that I'm actually doing every single day. I have jrfisher.com. jrfisher.com. I have all kinds of courses and things that you can do to make money. I've been around for a long time, going on 13 years. Now the point is, I actually do the stuff I teach. You will find a lot of these gurus out there, a lot of these people who are going to tell you how to do stuff. They don't actually do it. They did it maybe once, or they had one product they sold, made a little bit of money, and now they're an expert. It doesn't work that way. It's something that you got to do every single day. And in all honesty, you can make more money selling products and services online than you can selling courses online. Okay, and my courses have been very profitable, but by far my survival food company has always made more money than anything else. It's nationwide. I've built up a brand. It does very, very well. So look behind the curtain. Figure out who that person is. You can Google my name. You can, find me anywhere on the internet. and nowadays that's the best way to look at somebody's resume. You know, type in their name and put scam and see what you find. I did that the other day, and I typed in my name and I put scam, and there was a guy, and it said, is J.R. Fisher's courses a scam, or something along those lines. And when it got into it, it was a guy talking about how good my courses actually were, and he was an affiliate selling my courses. So anyhow, I guess he was using that as SEO to sell the courses. So it was unique, I guess, at best. But guys, these 6 things, they matter a lot. But there's another bonus one. Okay, before we end this video, there's another bonus one. I've got to share it with you, and it's the 80-20 rule. Now, I've learned this years ago. I was in sales for many years, automotive sales, and managed people and hired thousands of people over the years. But the one thing I knew is that about 1 out of 5 people would buy if you did everything right. If you did everything right, it was 1 out of 5. So it boils down to this 80-20 rule. So probably about 80% of your sales are going to come from about 20% of your customers. Probably 80% of your profits are going to come from 20% of your products. Probably 80% of your sales are going to come from 20% of the ads that you run, and probably 80% of the revenue you earn are going to be from 20% of the efforts that you put out there. Now the key is to try to figure out that 20%. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to do that. You have to try a whole lot of things. When I run ads, I've just got to run a whole bunch of different ads, and 20% of them will be really good. Okay, I think the problem that people have is they try one thing and it doesn't work, and they go, wow, this doesn't work, this product doesn't work, this ad doesn't work, you know, it just doesn't work for me. That's not the case. You probably haven't tried enough things. We have a lot of products we sell, from courses to inner circles to continuity to survival foods. In the survival foods, I have 2 different size cans of meats we sell. We sell beef, we sell chicken, we sell turkey, we sell pork. And guess what? It's always that 80-20 thing. You know, 80% of our profits come from 20% of our products. It's just the way it is. So you've got to try a lot of things. So that's my bonus to you. Don't try one thing and say it doesn't work, because it does work. Don't look around and say selling online doesn't work. No, because a lot of people are making money out there. You just got to try more things. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get a lot out of it. I want to have your comments, though. Your comments are really important. Put below what you thought of this video. Did you learn something? Have you tried new things? Put that below. What kind of products are you selling? What would you like to sell? If you want to introduce yourself so that we can make a connection, do that in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I do have a free course down there you can grab, absolutely free, no credit card required. I have a lot of links down there for books I recommend. I would also recommend you check those out. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or if I upload a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.